Hey everyone, it's me, Tiz, and I'm back with a pregnancy blog. 22 weeks. Oh my god. Crazy. It is flying by so entirely fast. I cannot believe it. 22 weeks. I'm actually 22 weeks, 5 days today. Like I said in my last video, it's just easier if I do the vlogs on Sundays because I know that it's typically just a free day for me and I don't have a whole lot going on. During the week, I'm working like 40 plus 50 hours, so it's just not very convenient for me to do like the whole like vlog during the week, and I like to just have some time to sit and talk and go over me, the baby, symptoms, and all that jazz. So anyhow, we are, well, pretty much my weeks turn over on Tuesday, so I'll hit 23 weeks this Tuesday, and then from there we'll be a week away from viability. Now, of course, at 24 weeks, the baby is still very small, so has a long way to go for development, but that is at the point where the doctors will pretty much fight for the baby to survive and do everything they can, because the baby at that point has pretty much everything it needs. It's just the other 16 weeks are kind of spent with the child developing everything that it needs to full development, to include the lungs, which are really not complete, I believe, until week like 37 or 38. So, by no means do I want this little guy or girl to come early at all, but, it will be kind of a slightly relieving to hit that viability point. So just in case, if anything were to go on, we know we have a fighting chance. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into it. And just so everyone knows, I'm having, thank God, fingers crossed, feel so blessed, no signs of preterm labor or anything like that. I've had no Braxton Hicks contractions or anything like that, no spotting or anything. So I feel very, very blessed. I'm hoping that it stays that way, and week 40 gets here and little guy or girl pops out, and everything is good. So basically week 22, pretty uneventful as far as like just like big things going on as far as symptoms go. I will say I was less tired this week. Really weird, sporadic energy. It's really weird. Like, I haven't been nearly as tired or sleepy, but I have been like a lot more emotional and hormonal. So, don't really know what's going on there. I think I'd rather take the trade-off between, I'd rather be sleepy than hormonal. But, anyhow. I will say for this week, my appetite decreased a lot. I finally thought I was getting to a place where I was getting my healthy appetite back, but obviously not. That's been a struggle for me this entire pregnancy. I was never really sick with nausea or morning sickness. Never really threw up a lot or anything like that, but I had terrible food aversions, like terrible, to the point where, I literally, even now, I just still force myself to eat, just because I know I have to. I don't know what the issue is. At this point, I've gained about 8 pounds, so, I mean, that's not bad or anything like that, and like the doctors aren't concerned, and I haven't really brought it up to the doctors because, I mean, there's nothing anyone can really do about it. It's either, from like just life stresses that are going on, or it could be like, I'm sure it's pregnancy related, and a large part of it's pregnancy related, but I have some other stressors that are going on in life that I'm sure are kind of exacerbating that and making it worse. So, I don't know, usually if I'm stressed or extremely upset, normally, not pregnant, my appetite is one of the first things that goes. I don't really get like depressed or go into like a really bad place or think bad thoughts or anything like that. I just typically really lose my appetite and will not eat. In general, like I usually have a healthy appetite. I don't eat a whole lot, but I do like, a good bit of foods. And I usually eat, between 3 and 5 meals a day. That does include snacks normally, and I usually like food. I'm a naturally small person with a fast metabolism, but that's never stopped me from wanting to eat. If anything, I usually know I can eat whatever I want. I have to really worry about anything. And no, I'm not concerned about weight gain. I've even taken some time out to think, like, could I be like suppressing some type of, like it could be like a subconscious thing where I don't want to like gain weight, but I've never had a weight issue. I've always been thin. If anything, I've wanted to gain weight. So I don't think it's that. I just think it's just the hormones and just the stress. So I know, at this point in pregnancy, it's, really important to make sure you're eating healthy and properly. I do a protein shake in the morning during the week. I did learn from last week that I can't really do those in the evening because I think the protein gives me a little too much like energy, and so I just like to take that in the morning because it just gets me off to a really good start. Like the protein shake I have is just a whey protein one. There's no artificial flavors, sweeteners, anything like that. And it has 18 grams of protein in it. So that with whatever else I'm eating for breakfast is pretty sufficient for almost two meals, because I'm getting nearly 30 grams of protein right then and there. And you need 70. They say you should get 70 daily while pregnant. So main thing I've just been trying to make sure that my protein intake is good. I have been struggling with my water this week. This week was just a struggling week with food, water. I probably just could have sat around and eaten like sunflower seeds and eaten strawberries every day, and I would have been completely content and happy. But nonetheless, so that's what's going on. I don't really have too many aches and pains this week. I mean, there were some days where, like, usually there were some days where I was a little uncomfortable, but for the most part, I'm pretty comfortable. Sleeping has been a little bit of a struggle. I did sleep better this week than I slept the previous week, but just turning over while I'm asleep, because I have this belly now, and even though it isn't huge, it's still like for my body, it's it's big. So that has been kind of interesting. I'm still getting up at least once a night to use the restroom, almost twice. And the sucky thing is that I'm getting up right before I have to go to work. I usually get up for work around 6:30, 6:45 in the morning, and then I'll have to pee at like 6 o'clock. So it's like really frustrating because I'm like, I have to get up and run and pee, and then try to like jump back in bed for another 30 minutes because I'm really big on my sleep. And I usually go to bed around like 11 or 12 every night. So I'm only getting like 6-7 hours during the week. I do get really good sleep on the weekends, so, which completely throw off my eating schedule. So it's like I can't win for losing. But anyway, so yeah, those are symptoms and kind of things that were going on as far as mentally, physically, emotionally. No stretch marks or anything like that. Thank goodness. Belly has been extremely itchy. It's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. And I'm trying so hard not to scratch. I was really just rubbing. It's been like itching, like right in here. So I'm definitely starting to stretch more and more. I did do a measurement, and I do think that my belly had grown like a half inch or whatever. I don't remember. It might have been like 31 and a half. I think it was like around there. So it's definitely grown like 3 inches since I've been pregnant. Or no, I mean since like I actually have since I actually popped. I remember I was at like 28, 29 for a while. So it's exciting to have that growth. I feel like every single Friday I pop more and more, or my belly gets bigger more and more. And Fridays are probably like the most uncomfortable days for some reason. So I don't know, I guess baby just decides to have a growth spurt. on Fridays. As far as activity from the baby has been moving a lot. Stronger kicks, more movement. Yeah, husband, he's been able to feel it from the outside. That's been really awesome. I was actually asleep one night and I got up to use the restroom and I hadn't been asleep for very long, and he come to bed and he had his hand on my belly and I didn't realize he'd even come to bed, and he was feeling the baby move. And when I got up, he kind of startled me because I didn't know he was in the bed. But he, had just been, laying there feeling the baby move in my belly, and that's really exciting and nice. It's nice to be able to share that with him and makes him feel more connected with the baby and things like that. So, I mean, that's exciting and very reassuring. I do notice that depending on my mood or maybe in the time of the day, or if I've eaten or not eaten, the baby's like more active or less active. I was upset earlier in the week about something that had happened at work, and I did not feel the baby very much that day. So, that just goes to show how important it is for us to try to keep ourselves centered while pregnant. I mean, there could have been other factors that contributed to maybe the baby was just sleep or whatever, but, I feel like the baby feels everything I feel. So, I really try to make sure that I'm in a good place, on a daily basis. Of course, life doesn't stop because you're pregnant, and life by no means is perfect. But if I can control, my emotions and things like that, and what I let bother me, I feel like it's better for the baby as well as myself. But I was eating Chick-fil-A yesterday, and the baby went crazy. So baby was extremely active yesterday. I don't know what was going on. Little sucker was just in there, kicking, moving, everything. It was awesome. I'm happy. That's probably the most active day that the baby's had so far. I mean, it's always active, but to the point where just all day long yesterday, all day long. So today, I guess baby's kind of chilling out, kicking back, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I might decide to, just wake up and start doing dances and rolling and who knows what later on. So yeah, not to drag on, but I'm trying to think. That's baby symptoms. Yeah, I don't have an appointment until 2 weeks. On the 26th, I have my 24-week appointment. And so yeah, that's something I really have to look forward to as far as those type of things. Alright guys, so I'll do the belly shot really quick because this video is getting a little long. I have a dress on today, so you'll have to bear with the covered belly. I'll take my picture later on, and then I'll probably insert it into the video so you can see a bare shot. But this is the belly from the front, from the side, and from the other side. So definitely growing. Belly button is still pretty much completely popped out. It was in a little bit today, but I think it was just because I woke up and baby was maybe sitting low or somewhere else. But yeah guys, so that is it because the video is getting a little long. Thank you so much. Thumbs up me if you like it, and if you want to know more, leave comments or anything like that. Visit my blog, newmamadiaries.blogspot.com, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.